Sawadee Krap, I'm JP Mestanza. Welcome to Phuket XTRA, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. The push to revise the new Narcotics Act is still ongoing, according to the Public Health Minister, which would essentially allow anyone to plant cannabis at home for medicine or as a cash crop with FDA permission. During a seminar on medical cannabis earlier this week, Public Health Minister Anutin Charnvirakul, whose Boomjai Thai party campaigned on this issue during the election several years ago, he says that a draft of the revised Narcotics Bill is currently being reviewed by the Council of State, Thailand's legal council, and will be vetted in Parliament soon. The Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, is being brought into the fold to streamline the process of making hemp and cannabis-based medicines widely available once the laws are passed. The Bangkok Post says that this draft bill is more liberal than Minister Anutin's party platform during the last election. And after the draft is passed, the ministry is expected to include cannabinoids in the country's list of essential medicines, which means that the 30-baht universal healthcare scheme in Thailand will cover the use of medical cannabis. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Dogs are no longer allowed on Nai Harn Beach in Phuket's southwest coast as the Rawai mayor announced a fine of up to 2,000 baht for violators. The move follows a report that one visitor to the beach was set upon by two dogs that another visitor had brought onto the beach, but allowed the dogs to roam free. Dogs will not be allowed on Nai Harn Beach from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily or face a 2,000 baht fine, but dogs will be allowed on the grass area near the beach. Mayor Arun added that the number of stray dogs at the beach in Nai Harn was also a concern, many of which are well cared for by locals and beachgoers. And he says that he hasn't had any reports of attacks by stray dogs, but if any reports are made, officers will be sent to remove them. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Janepop Brirapon was high on meth, driving between 215 and 257 kilometers an hour when he rammed his Mercedes-Benz into another car that was carrying two graduate students, and they died instantly. That was 4 years ago in Ayutthaya, and he spent 1 year in jail, which is why now his family, the family of the victims actually, they're shocked that officials are even considering parole. The crash back in March of 2016 made national headlines, and police identified and detained the driver, 31-year-old Janepop, the heir to a company that imports luxury cars in Thailand. The two people who died were on their way to the university to hand in their final thesis for graduate school, but they never made it. Janepop was originally sentenced to 2.5 years for reckless driving causing death, but in appeal court last year, they increased it to 4 years, and he was jailed on May 8, 2019. And as of yesterday, September 2nd, 2020, he's been in jail about 1 year, 3 months, and 28 days for killing two people while speeding, and he wasn't eligible for parole until October 1st next year. But the Department of Corrections, they're now considering his application right now, and they've reached out to the family of the victims in case they oppose it. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Two motorbikes heading in opposite directions collided head-on south of Nayang yesterday morning, and now two people are dead. The crash took place at about 6:30 p.m. yesterday on Route 4031, which joins Tepkasatri Road to Nayang. Rescue workers arrived to find both drivers on the ground, and they were pronounced dead at the scene. Police believe that upon reaching a curve on the road, one lost control and the other collided into them. But an investigation is still ongoing. The new total number of coronavirus cases in Thailand is now 3,427 after two more cases were announced by officials today. Both of them Thai returnees, one from Indonesia and another from the United States. 96% of patients have recovered. The death toll is unchanged at 58. The government plans to spend 45 billion baht on 3,000 baht cash handouts to 15 million people in Thailand affected by the economic fallout caused by COVID-19. The whole thing will see 90 billion baht injected into the economy with hopes of boosting domestic consumption. Under the measure, the government will give 3,000 baht cash handouts to people to buy consumer goods. They are required to register for the cash, and the money will be transferred through a similar process as the Taste Shop Spend Relief Scheme. The measure is expected to be implemented from next month until the end of the year. Meanwhile, Coconuts Bangkok is reporting that the Labor Minister yesterday proposed a plan for Thai taxpayers to subsidize up to 50% of the salaries of new university graduates nationwide, capped at 7,500 baht, meaning companies that hire any one of the 260,000 fresh new graduates this year will pay only half their salary. If the scheme is approved, the other half will be paid by the Thai government. For more on that, visit thephuket.news.com. And that's it for Phuket Extra today, brought to you by PVCPhuket.com. For safe, secure, and soundproof windows, visit PVCPhuket.com. We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.